Hello Genius, welcome back to Rumah Belajar Genius YouTube. By the way, how are you guys? I hope you are fine. So today, I would like to explain about explanation text. Before we start, I want to ask you a question. Did you ever heard about explanation text before? If it's not, you are very lucky. Okay, for this video, I will explain to you about definition, purpose, types of explanation text, generic structure, text organizer, language feature, the differences between explanation and procedure text, and the last is discussion. So, in discussion section, we are going to discuss about explanation text. Okay, definition. An explanation text is an oral or written text that tell how or why something occurs. It is about the process rather than things. Jadi, teks eksplanasi atau explanation text itu adalah teks lisan atau tertulis yang menceritakan bagaimana atau mengapa sesuatu itu terjadi. Teks ini lebih menjelaskan tentang proses dibandingkan bendanya. Teks ini lebih menjelaskan ke prosesnya dibandingkan benda yang dijelaskan. This text explain why something happens, why things are alike or different, and how to solve the problem. Teks ini menjelaskan mengapa sesuatu itu terjadi, mengapa sesuatu itu mirip ataupun berbeda, dan bagaimana menyelesaikan masalah tersebut. And then purpose. To tell or explain how things work or why something happens. Untuk tujuan dari explanation text adalah untuk memberitahu atau menjelaskan bagaimana sesuatu itu bekerja atau mengapa sesuatu itu terjadi. Okay, next, there are two main types of explanation text. The first is to explain how things are. For example, how a kite works. The second is explain why things are. Jadi perbedaannya adalah untuk tipe pertama lebih menjelaskan bagaimana sesuatu itu bekerja, how things are. For example, how a kite works. And then the second lebih menjelaskan mengenai kenapa sesuatu itu terjadi. Contohnya, kenapa volcano itu erupsi. Okay. There are three generic structure of explanation text. The first is general statement. In general statement, explain about what is going to be explained. It explains about an event or a thing. Jadi, pada general statement atau generic structure pertama pada explanation text menjelaskan mengenai apa yang akan dijelaskan. Nah, untuk explanation text sendiri lebih menjelaskan mengenai suatu eventnya atau suatu peristiwa dibandingkan suatu bendanya. The second is explanation sequence. A series of paragraphs that tell how or why something happens. Nah, untuk struktur kedua pada explanation text yaitu explanation sequence. Nah, di sini penulis akan memberikan penjelasan mengenai bagaimana dan kenapa sesuatu itu terjadi. Lalu pada explanation sequence ini penulis menggunakan kata-kata waktu atau time words dan penghubung atau conjunction untuk menggambarkan atau menjelaskan suatu proses. Nah, pada bagian ini, penulis dapat menyertakan diagram yang perlu dijelaskan. The last is conclusion. Include interesting comments, a summary, or a recommendation about what you have explained it. Pada bagian ini, penulis menuliskan komentar, lalu memberikan kesimpulan dan juga rekomendasi mengenai sesuatu yang telah dijelaskan. And then, text organizer. Okay, the first is introduction. Seperti yang sudah dijelaskan sebelumnya, so in introduction section is what is going to be explained. Jadi, sesuatu yang akan dijelaskan berada di bagian introduction. The second, explanation sequence. Use time words and connectives to describe or explain a process. You can include diagrams or flowcharts which you will need to comment on. Seperti yang sudah dijelaskan sebelumnya, pada bagian explanation sequence digunakanlah time words dan connective, yaitu kata-kata yang menunjukkan waktu dan juga kata penghubung untuk menjelaskan proses dari suatu hal. Nah, di sini juga penulis dapat menggambarkan atau memberikan diagram yang diperlukan. And the last is concluding statement. Include interesting comments about what you have explained. Jadi di sini penulis memaparkan komen beliau mengenai hal yang telah dijelaskan. Language feature. The first language feature of explanation text is featuring generic participant. For example, sun, rain, etc. Jadi menampilkan sesuatu yang umum atau benda yang umum. Contohnya ada matahari, hujan, dan lain-lain. The second is action verbs. Action verb is a verb that expresses something that a person, animal, object, or process in nature, such as a storm, can do rather than expressing a state of being. Jadi maksudnya, kata kerja yang mengungkapkan sesuatu yang dapat dilakukan oleh seseorang, hewan, benda, ataupun proses di alam, seperti badai, daripada menyatakan keberadaan. The third is technical or scientific words. Technical or scientific words is words that have scientific meanings in informational texts such as science, mathematics, or social studies books. Jadi, technical or scientific words ini adalah kata-kata yang memiliki arti tertentu dalam teks informasi seperti buku sains, matematika, ataupun IPS. Next, using chronological connection. For example, to begin with, next, etc. Jadi, pada bagian chronological connection ini adalah hubungan kronologi yang berarti menjelaskan mengenai sesuatu sesuai dengan urutannya. Nah, bagi penulis yang menuliskan text explanation, ia bisa menggunakan to begin with, next, then, etc. Next, sequencing words or connectives. Sequencing words or connectives adalah mengurutkan kata ataupun kata penghubung. The last is simple present or passive form. So, in explanation text, the writer used simple present or passive forms. This is the differences between explanation and procedure text. The first is explanation text. Describe how certain phenomenon or events happen. form in the mode of description. Jadi, pada text explanation lebih menjelaskan atau mendeskripsikan mengenai suatu fenomena atau sesuatu hal yang terjadi. Dan teks ini disusun dalam bentuk deskripsi. While in procedure text describe how to make something which is close to our daily activity, form in the mode of instruction. Jadi pada teks prosedur lebih mendeskripsikan mengenai bagaimana membuat sesuatu yang erat kaitannya dengan kehidupan sehari-hari. Dan juga pada prosedur teks lebih menjelaskan dalam bentuk instruksi. Okay, this is the example of explanation text. The cycle of frog. Jadi pada text explanation, penulis juga bisa menuliskan mengenai penjelasan bagaimana proses dari telur menjadi katak dewasa. Okay, this is the text of explanation text. Why tadpoles change? Frogs are amphibians. Amphibians spend part of their lives under the water. Young frogs start their life in water as tadpoles. Why tadpoles change? Mengapa kecebong berubah? Okay, for the first paragraph, frogs are amphibians. Amphibians spend part of their lives underwater. Young frogs start their life in water as tadpoles. Katak adalah hewan amfibi. Amfibi menghabiskan sebagian hidupnya di bawah air. Katak muda mulai hidupnya di air saat masih berudu. Okay, next, for the second, third, and also the fourth paragraph. First, the female frog lays lots of eggs, so some will survive from being eaten by fish and other animals. The eggs are small and often laid inside white foam. Yang pertama, katak betina bertelur banyak sehingga ada yang selamat dari dimakan ikan ataupun ikan lainnya. Telur kecil dan sering diletakkan di dalam busa putih. Jadi telurnya itu kecil ya, sering ditaruh di busa putih. Next, the eggs hatch into tadpoles. Tadpoles have gills, so they can breathe underwater and a strong tail to help them swim. Selanjutnya, telur tersebut menetas menjadi berudu. Kecebong memiliki insang sehingga dapat bernapas di bawah air dan ekor yang kuat untuk membantunya berenang. Next, the eggs hatch into tadpoles. Tadpoles have gills so they can breathe underwater and a strong tail to help them swim. Selanjutnya, telur tersebut menetas menjadi berudu. Kecebong memiliki insang sehingga dapat bernapas di bawah air dan ekor yang kuat untuk membantunya berenang. As the tadpoles grow bigger, they start to change because they need to become a frog. Their tail becomes smaller and they begin growing legs. The back legs grow first, followed by the front legs. Tadpoles also start to develop lungs because they have to be ready to breathe on land when they become a frog. Ketika berudu bertambah besar, mereka mulai berubah karena mereka harus menjadi katak. Ekornya mengecil dan kakinya mulai tumbuh. Kaki belakang tumbuh terlebih dahulu, baru kemudian kaki depan. Paru-paru berudu juga mulai berkembang karena harus siap bernapas di darat saat menjadi katak. And the last paragraph, tadpoles may be found in ponds, lakes, swamps, or even in puddles after heavy rain. Kecebong dapat ditemukan di kolam, danau, rawa, atau bahkan di genangan air setelah hujan deras. So, as you can see in the first paragraph, called by general statement. Jadi di bagian ini, penulis memberitahu apa sih yang akan dia bahas So the writers tell us about how the topic that the writers want to explain to us. And then for the paragraph 2, 3, and 4, called by explanation sequence. So this is the process from eggs until adult frogs. So it called by explanation sequence. Jadi di bagian ini penulis menjelaskan proses bagaimana dari awalnya menjadi telur hingga menjadi katak dewasa. Nah, itu disebut sebagai explanation sequence. And the last paragraph called conclusion. So in this paragraph, the writers give a summary and also her or his comments about tadpoles change. Oke, jadi di bagian ini penulis itu memberikan conclusion atau kesimpulan berupa saran ataupun kesimpulan lainnya mengenai kenapa kecebong tadi itu berubah. So as you can see, for the words with the color of red is scientific words. Okay? And also in the green color called action verbs. And the last, for the words that have blue color, it called by sequencing words and cause and effect. So this is the example of explanation text. Okay, discussion. How earthquakes happen? Earthquake is one of the most destroying natural disasters. Unluckily, it often happens in several regions. Recently, a horrible earthquake has shaken West Sumatra. It has brought great damages. Why did it occur? Do you know how an earthquake happens? Earthquakes are usually caused when rock underground suddenly breaks along a fault. This sudden release of energy causes the seismic waves. It makes the ground shake. When two blocks of rocks or two plates are rubbing against each other, they stick a little. They don't just slide smoothly. The rocks are still pushing against each other but not moving. After a while, the rocks break because of all the pressure that's built up. When the rocks break, the earthquake occurs. During the earthquake and afterward, the lattice or blocks of rocks start moving and they continue to move until they get stuck again. The spot underground where the rock breaks is called the focus of the earthquake. The place right above the focus is called the epicenter of the earthquake. Okay, the first question is, what is the purpose of the text? Okay, the answer is B. Where can we find the answer? In here. So the purpose of this text is to explain how an earthquake happens. Where did the earthquake just occur? Okay, the answer is A. West Sumatra. Tsunami. Tsunami occurs when major fault under the ocean floor suddenly slips. The displaced rock pushes water above it like a giant paddle, producing powerful water waves at the ocean surface. The ocean waves spread out from the vicinity of the earthquake source and move across the ocean until they reach the coastline, where their height increases as they reach the continental shelf, the part of the earth crust that slopes or rises from the ocean floor up to the land. A tsunami washes ashore with often disastrous effects, such as surf flooding, loss of lives due to drowning, and damage to property. A tsunami is a very large sea wave that is generated by a disturbance along the ocean floor. This disturbance can be an earthquake, a landslide, or a volcanic eruption. A tsunami is undetectable far out in the ocean, but once it reaches shallow water, this fast-traveling wave grows very large. The question is, tsunami happened because of The answer is B. A major fault under the ocean floor slips suddenly. Here we can find the answer. Next, what are the impact of tsunami? Okay, the answer is B. A tsunami washes ashore with often disastrous effects, such as pounding and loss of lives. Here the answer. Okay, next. What does the text mainly explain? Okay guys, so you have to find the answer and then write it down in the comment below. Okay, next question. An earthquake is a shaking of the ground caused by the sudden breaking and movement of large sections, tectonic plates, of the Earth's rocky outermost crust. The underlined words can be replaced by Okay, next. It can be concluded that earthquake happens when Okay, thank you for today, and I hope you understand with our material today about explanation text. So if you have a question, you can write it down in the comment, and don't forget to answer some of the questions that I give to you guys. Okay, thank you for today and see you.
Demikian pembelajaran kali ini. Semoga teman-teman mengerti dengan penjelasan yang kakak sampaikan. Jika ada yang belum dipahami, teman-teman bisa tanyakan di kolom komentar ya. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and don't forget to turn on the notification by click the bell. Follow our social media on Instagram at Rumah Belajar Jenio, at Kakak Jenio, and also in TikTok at Kakak Jenio. See you next time. Sampai jumpa.